Hi, I've decided to make this channel's content geared more toward autism and autism parenting, as well as a vlog or travel outlet with that focus in mind. If you saw my previous video where we traveled to Mount Vernon, Virginia, you'll remember that I mentioned that my husband and I have a beautiful 6-year-old daughter who is autistic, and I would like to make this channel be about helping others learn what I wish I had known earlier as a parent of an autistic child, and the tips, ideas, and information I feel like would have been a godsend from the start for me. Today I just want to start right off the bat with the most important 2 pieces of advice I wish I had known when it comes to dealing with aggressive behaviors, because this could possibly be the most troubling and disturbing thing for a parent to deal with, in my opinion. Obviously, if you are a parent of an autistic child with aggressive or violent tendencies, your biggest worry is, will my child be able to function in society if I can't get this under control or find a way to help my child, especially if something happens to me? So let's get into it. Step 1. Try removing all dyes from your child's diet for 2 weeks and see what happens. Let me know in the comments, please, if you do or do not see a difference in their behavior, because I saw a drastic difference in my daughter's behavior. She used to pull wads of hair out, making bald spots when she would get upset, instead of just, getting upset or stomping or what you would think a typical 2, 3, 4-year-old toddler would do. She did not do that. She's nonverbal at that. She's still nonverbal right now. She's 6 right now, technically. She says a lot of words now, but at like 2 and 3, when this was happening, when her behavior started getting aggressive, she was nonverbal. She would go all day long, not make a peep. From my thinking is, this was her way to communicate she was upset or angry. She would get mad about something, and because she couldn't speak, she would demonstrate something, like act out violently in some way, and she would pull wads of her own hair out and make bald spots on her hair. Another thing she would do, I would have to watch her with, because she was teething at like 1 and 2 years old. Her teeth were bothering her, they were coming in and stuff. And sometimes that might have been why she was upset. She might have been hurting and couldn't tell me. But she had one of those Hot Wheel cars. I would also caution the little Hot Wheel cars too at that age. I learned later that those wheels pop off. So if they are bad about biting things, definitely make sure you watch about those little wheels, because they can pop off. But she got mad and she bit down on that little Cruz Ramirez Hot Wheel car, and it made one of her front teeth crooked. So I would suggest, number one, the way I found out about the dyes in the food, there's another lady that works with me. We are secretaries. She's the other secretary there at the office. She mentioned to me that her sister has a boy, when he was little, about Jaden's age. She struggled with the same thing, but when she removed the dyes out of his diet, that his behavior changed and improved drastically. So she suggested I try that. I was willing to try anything, and when I got to paying attention to try removing the dyes out of her diet, I didn't realize it, but almost everything I was feeding her had dye in it, and specifically red dye. So I didn't even realize this was even a thing. I started looking into it a little bit. I decided, I was like, I'm going to give this 2 weeks. I'll try it for 2 weeks and see what happens. And oh my goodness, she in general completely mellowed out in general. Now, it did not wipe away all aggressive behaviors, but the severity of those behaviors dramatically decreased. She quit pulling wads of her hair out. She quit being, at that point, she wasn't really violent at her caretakers as much. She would bite though. She would bite when she would get angry. If your hand was near her and she was upset about something, I don't think it was necessarily geared towards us as the people that she was trying to harm us, but she was just whatever object or person or thing was nearest to her, that's what she was wanting to take it out on. So I would highly suggest paying attention to the dyes in the food. I want to also mention this. Pay attention to ingredients in medicine as well, because Bromfed, which is commonly prescribed for cough and mucus, is more often than not formulated with dye. My coworker, she later on, as her little boy he's about a couple months older than my daughter is, she found out that he is affected by dyes really, really bad. And she found a pharmacy in our local area that formulates Bromfed without dyes in it. Now, I don't know if that's a recent thing they've started doing. I haven't been able to find one that takes our insurance yet that formulates Bromfed without dye in it, but I'm still on the lookout for it. This kind of leads into my next step 2 advice I would give myself if I could go back in time. Ask your doctor about prescribing leucovorin. Leucovorin, the first time I ever heard about it was 2025 when RFK Jr. did the autism press conference. The very next day, after his team mentioned it on the autism press conference, I mentioned it to my daughter's pediatrician, and he said, "Oh, well, I have 4 other patients on that already." And I was like, "For autism?" And he said, yeah, for autism. And in the back of my mind, I just thought, I don't know if anybody else had this experience, but I was like, why have you never mentioned this to me? He basically told me the risks, the few risks that there was basically just that it could cause seizures in your child. It's basically folic acid or folinic acid. It's a synthetic form of folic acid that your brain needs that, and the thinking behind it is a certain fraction of individuals with autism have a gene that prevents them from absorbing folic acid. To me, as a mother of an autistic child, I have to know that I have tried everything, especially when you're dealing with these issues of aggressive behaviors, you know, all the struggles that you can watch them go through, and it is so difficult to watch them suffer because they have they struggle with things that other parents don't ever have to think about. But you, as a parent of an autistic child, you have so many extra on top of worries than what, you know, someone whose child doesn't have this. Now, there's things that, you know, I would say that I don't have to worry about that other parents do, but moving on, I wanted to mention that about the prescribing leucovorin. I have a spreadsheet, and I may end up sharing it soon. I may make a whole video sharing the spreadsheet of what changes that were significant, out of the ordinary changes that we saw in my daughter during the first 3 months of her being on this medicine, on leucovorin. I mean, and this may be your experience, or you may not experience any help at all. That's very possible that this does not help or make any difference in your child at all. But it did make a huge difference in our lives and in my daughter's life. Just be aware that dyes can be in medications. Pay attention to that. So if I could go back in time and suggest anything at all to myself, these are the 2 things I would do immediately. Now, when my daughter has dye, you can tell she's got it. There's something off with her. She's extremely aggressive. You can, you know, discipline her, and she just has like this dead eyes, you know, like her eyes look like she's dead inside, and she just keeps coming at you. Much more violent, aggressive, and actually like violent, like maliciously violent at you. Like she will come be scratching at my face, or, you know, it's just like she's a different child. So I would recommend that. And it takes at least 2 to 3 days for it to get out of her system. Once she's had any of it, like if she has like 2 or 3 chips of Doritos, you can tell, and she'll start acting like that, and it takes 2 to 3 days for it to get out of her system before she starts acting like normal again. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching.